Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while, but it is finally time for me to go over flashing the BW16 for the Signal Sleuth version 1.1 because we are using a newer version of the BW16. As you can see, it's a purple board. The lighting's kind of weird in here, but yeah, you can see it's a purple board, so it's slightly different, but it's already got the external antenna mod done. So it should make things a lot easier, just the fact of not having to do that mod. But let's get to it real quick. There's been a few things that have changed about flashing. It's a lot easier on this thanks to COD's segfault. Of course, I'll tag him and link him down in the description, but let's get straight to it. So first thing you're going to do is go over to segfault's git and go to the BW16 OpenAT firmware. This is the firmware he wrote to replace the AT firmware that you have to have dumped off of another one or go find it on a website, but it's not from the official source. So that's the way we're going to start going, is for this. Right here, you can get to the instructions, and I'm going to go over all of these instructions in a little bit, but I'll link this down below as well. And from there, we are going to open up Arduino IDE. And what we're going to want to do is go to board managers. Oh, sorry. Before you go to board managers, you're going to want to go to preferences. And you're going to want to add this JSON file so that you can get the proper boards. While you're here, you might as well add the ESP32 one as well if you haven't. This is the one you will need to be able to flash the ESP32s. I will have both of these JSONs linked below for you to use. After that, just under board manager, search BW16. And it'll come up. I'm using the newest 3.1.7. There's no telling if this will work as it advances further, but for sure this version works. So next thing you're going to want to do is plug in your BW16. You will go over my settings. You'll do board, Realtek AMD boards, AI Thinker BW16. Select your proper COM port. Before you flash it, you do need to know that there is a boot button and a reset button. The boot button is labeled boot, the reset button is just labeled EN. The important part here is, as you'll see, you want to watch the output. There will start a countdown, and when that starts, you will press and hold the boot button, and then press and release the reset button, and then release the boot button. And that'll put it into an upload mode. What I like to do first with these is erase the flash, erase all the flash first. So we'll do erase only. And you'll upload it just as if you were uploading the firmware that you have open, but whenever it goes through the boot sequence where I was telling you it'll count down, you'll do all that, but instead of uploading the code, it just erases the current flash. Don't worry about this red text, it still works. Just watch for the countdown. So hold boot, press and release reset, release boot, and now it's going to erase. As you see, the erase flash is done. So now we'll go back up to tools and we'll disable the erase all flash memory. So now when we press upload, it'll go through everything again, compile the sketch. Once it gets to the countdown, you'll press the buttons in the order I've mentioned multiple times now, and it will upload the firmware. So I just did press to the button sequence, and now it's uploading. This takes just a second, but I'm going to fast forward through it. Now that it's uploaded, you see that the upload image is done. All images are sent successfully. If you don't get this uploaded images are done, you probably did something wrong. Go ahead and redo it, because I've noticed even when it says it errors out, it'll still say all images sent successfully, and I just don't trust if they don't all jive together. But that is it for the BW16. Much easier than it used to be. No jumping wires on the back, it's just directly flashing to the BW16. So now let me get my cables swapped out to a USB micro cable so we can go ahead and do the ESP32. I want to go ahead and go over a few things first. First of all, go to wardriver.uk. That'll bring you over to Joseph Hewitt's WarDriver Rev 3 GitHub. Here you can download the INOs for A and B. I'm only going to upload A in this video because B is the exact same way. If you have issues with either of them, come join my Discord, and I am more than willing to help you. There's a handful of guys in there that have done this that can help you as well. So if you have issues, jump over in my Discord. But what we want to look at here is we want to make sure everything matches here. The one thing I do want to note is I had issues with version 2.3.7. I am using 2.3.8. So if you try 2.3.7 and it doesn't work, upgrade to 2.3.8 and see if that fixes your issues. As for the board version, I have 3.0.7 installed, and I know this works. I know they're at 3.2, and that may work. It may not. I'm not sure, but I know 3.0.7 works. From there, we've gone over how to install this. You install it the same way you installed the BW16. Just come find ESP32 by Express F Systems. After that, adding that JSON through the preferences. And then you want to make sure that all of these settings match. This flash mode and this partition scheme seem to reset themselves on me quite often. So if something's not working, double check those settings. So now the easy part. After checking all of that, make sure you have the right COM port and press upload. This upload does take a minute or two. So give it its time while it compiles, and then just let it upload. I'm going to fast forward through this and catch you back at the end. There we go. It's completely flashed. So we have side A flashed. You're going to want to go ahead and do the same steps, but open up the B side of the Arduino IDE code, or the INO for B, and that is what you will upgrade, or that is what you will flash to the other ESP32 board. I do suggest marking them with Sharpie so you know which one goes where, but for the most part that is going to be the extent of this video. Just a simple flash update video. I will quickly talk about some of the differences that changed between the assembly of the two, because assembly wise pretty much nothing has changed. If you're assembling it, you can go back and watch my other two videos, one for the slim and one for the fat version, and from there you can see how to assemble it. You have your BW16. This just slightly moved from the original. The ESP32s are in the same spot. The thermistor and resistor have moved slightly from the original. GPS has been moved up and kind of squished between these two a little better, or a little more, and the LCD is in the same spot. Everything is, for the most part, in the same spot, just some slight moves. So you'll solder them all together by putting everything where it goes. Watch the SD card reader. Let me get one that I have already soldered on. So this is an original Signal Sleuth. This isn't the version 1.1. Another thing that's different is we don't have to jump all these pads. But watch the SD card reader. It is mounted upside down. You have the PCB flat side that'll be facing out. So the actual shield for the micro SD card is sandwiched between the two PCBs. Everything else should be pretty self-explanatory. On the ESPs, BW16, and the GPS, you all want the antenna UFL connectors facing out so you can connect to them. Again, everything else for the most part is the same. Thanks for all of you that have purchased upgrades already. I have plenty of PCBs currently available. I am still having to buy parts as I get orders, so there will be about a 2-week wait on parts. There are a couple of people that are still waiting on some previous orders, but everything is starting to move a lot smoother, and that 2-week wait for a shipping notification should be more true now as it has ever been because of some things that have gone on. I am able to stay on top of things a lot better now. If you'd like to get one, link in the description. I'll link Segfault and his Git. Same thing with Joseph and his Git and the WarDriver.uk website. There will also be a link to my Discord. If you need help with any of this, come join. When you join the Discord, I have it set so not anybody can just start spamming. Just talk to us a little bit, and I will get it so you can see chat history and you can see some of the fixes that have already gone in place. But that is it. That is how to flash for the new Signal Sleuth version 1.1. It is much easier, and everything should go a lot smoother. If you have any questions, need any help, especially with some of the versioning stuff on the ESP32s, again, jump in the Discord, let us know. Hit me up on Instagram or X, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. We'll see you next time.